And I'm going to hit continue. Turn about storyteller. I think we are about to do the second half. I don't know how long it will be. If it is really short, I may do the start of the next one. May 13, District Court. Courtroom number 4. Okay, I was scared it wasn't safe for some reason. Now that the street bonds have arrived, this court is back in session. Go on, Wendo, eat up! He's sweating. Nice flavor. You can really taste the sake. What was it? Sorry, my brain went to this.
That was delicious!
Okay, thank you. Heavy gun of the heavy weapon, no. Yes, an unique sweetness and a faint aroma of sake. Yet I hardly think that anyone could pass out from eating something like this. What's the matter, Wendo? You're not afraid of a tiny manju, are you? Are you scared of how many calories it has? Don't be ridiculous. A sweet little snack that this couldn't possibly, it could never. Less bleeding, more eating, witness. Fine, whatever. Animation? Nom, nom, nom. I'm going to take the mic closer. Yeah. Maybe the lightest. It might be a little way, but I don't know what is that like. Seriously, nobody gets drunk off of one room. Oh, all the things on the hair fell. I just noticed. Oh, I'm scared of what may come. Are you Owen? Oh, it looks like it worked. Witness, please tell the court your name and occupation. Oh. Hmm? 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 Oh, my name is Owen. I cannot think of anything but Toho. Sorry, I'm 5. You're 5 years old? Am I in trouble? Please don't you let me. So he's turned off personality? I hardly think a child like him could have a motive to murder the victim. Oh, come on, Nayuta. Kids are cruel. And this person literally is quite in touch with their inner child. Even if he had committed a motive, could he have actually committed the murder? That's a very good point. Owen does appear to be very timid and weak. Ooh. Since the defense was hoping this hidden personality would be the real killer, now that he's standing here before us, it is clear that none of Wendo's personalities can be the killer. Nee! Where can I even go from here? Question him! Shisho. Owen, do you know something about what happened to your master? Come on, buddy. Would you tell Auntie Athena what happened? What a scary lady. I'm not scary. Look at Auntie's big smile. Tell me about your master, please. Pretty please, with a sugar top. Okay. Shisha was super nice. She always played with me. Just like a real grandpa. Love Shisha. Athena, do you sense anything behind his words? Sense his sadness so pure it's heart-rending, but no discord. Sadman, he's right. Owen isn't the killer. But then, don't you find it out? Find what out? Let's review what we learned so far. Wendell rearranged the Garuta cards to pin the blame on Bucky. Well, that's because the original message implicated Owen. But when he's only 5-year-olds and absolutely adores Master Tornado. Exactly, the other 3 personalities also have no motive for murder. If Owen isn't the true culprit, then the person who first laid out the cards probably couldn't have been Master Tornado. So then, who did it? Friends? Did the appearance of Owen help you figure anything out? Yes, Your Honor. I know now who it was that first laid out the Garuta cards. But I thought was the victim, right? No, Your Honor. I don't believe it was. The one who first arranged the Garuta cards on the table was... But noodle number 3. Wendell's 5th personality. No, that'd be too much of a stretch, so... The true killer. That's a really big statement, Athena. You're going to need to put some proof onto that. Because I don't have any idea who it could be. Unless it was Clown Lady? Give me a second. God damn it, my... Hey! I was going to say my head fell off, but it was my headset. Okay. Believe the person who laid the cards out is the very person who killed Typhoon Tornado. How quickly you move on to a new target when your own theory proves false? You Paul Kunka? I don't know what happened. Paul Kunan. It sounds so weird. But you know, I'm definitely not one. And before you start with the sermons, why don't you hear me out? Yes, let's hear the defense reason. Please proceed, Miss Sykes. But if you are bluffing, I want to go easy on you. Double damage, okay. Understand, Your Honor. Now then, please recall the original crime scene. Who did the Garuta card's name when the scene was discovered? See, I believe they implicated the defendant, Bucky Wedge. That's right, but then we found out the original message read Owen 4th. Which implicated the young boy, Owen. Exactly, and the person who rearranged the cards was undoubtedly Wendell. Wendell may have kept silent, but we can be sure he already knew his master was dead. He's tampering with the crime scene using the TV and TV all but proves it. I confess, I tampered with the crime scene. The reason Wendell rearranged the cards and moved the TV was because he saw the Owen 4th message and was convinced Owen had committed the crime. Right on, Prosecutor Blackbill. It would seem that Owen and the other 3 personalities don't share the same memories. There's no 4th personality, it's just the 3 of us in here. Wendell feared that Owen had killed Master Tornado, so he tried to hide Owen from us. But it turns out Owen is but a 5-year-old child incapable of hurting a fly, let alone his beloved master. So naturally, the culprit must be somebody else. And this somebody else, the true killer, tried to pin the crime on Owen. Ooh. But who may it be? I don't think that this guy killed himself by choking, which I think is it possible to choke yourself without a rope, like with your own hands? I'm going to look it up. Can you? No, I think if I look that up, I'm going to be in trouble. So I'm going to continue this. But I don't think you actually can choke yourself with your own hands. I see, that does make sense. This is not a conjecture, composed of half truth and fantasy. Who then do you maintain murdered the victim? Cliff Owen might know something about that. Refused to allow such impromptu testimony, and from a 5-year-old, no less. Sorry, I need to adjust my voice for Ayuta. Refused to allow such impromptu testimony, and from a 5-year-old, no less. Such a young child is incapable of producing anything coherent. But your desperation is disgraceful. You should realize when it's time to let go and move on. I saw it. So since you're getting... Owen! You do know something, don't you? Yeah. Why? Is this true? If so, we must have Owen testify immediately. Don't you agree, Percival Suddenly? Alright, Owen. Go ahead. Tell us what you know. I think this is going to be worse for us, isn't it? Shincho was standing with a knife in his hand. Blood was dripping onto Shincho's face, getting it all red. I couldn't move at all. I was so scared I'd pass out. This eyewitness testimony from the moment of the murder. Well, can you tell us anything else about what you saw? I was so scared. So scared. The Owen! Emotion is spiraling out of control. Something must have really frightened him. Is he alright? Emotions are running wild because he's trying to recall something frightening to him. Recommend a therapy session, Jesus Christ. Right away. See, just please do whatever you can to help the poor boy. Will do, Your Honor. I better find the cause of these out of control emotions pronto. This time it's going to be pure sadness, isn't it? Ultra sad! A knife in his hand. Blood was dripping on Shincho's face in all right. Couldn't move at all. So scared, I passed out. Play. A knife, maybe? No. When? Is this why you felt so sad? Can you be a bit more gentle here? He's just a 5-year-old. Come on, little one. Is this what made you so sad? You could do any better, Simon. Blame your shoddy answer, not me. Okay, I'll get right next time. Okay, then his face dripping with blood. The blood, maybe? Yeah, I'm pretty dumb. I should have gone for the blood. Blood was dripping down onto Shincho's face. Blood? I don't remember seeing any blood in the crime scene photo. Besides, if the victim was standing upright, how could the blood drip down onto his face? As I expected, all we managed to obtain from this child is a tale he dreamt up. Guess it's a little weird for blood to drip onto the victim's face if he was standing up. Unless it dripped down from the ceiling or something. What do you think, Simon? I don't know. Owen's one confused and upset kid right now, so who knows how accurate his memory is. Maybe it's time for that thing instead. Huh? What thing? That thing that you and your cohorts do. You call it. Rotate your thinking about? Oh, you mean turn your thinking around? Yes, whatever. It's the same thing either way. No, it isn't. We've ever heard of rotating your thinking? I mean, that sounds like a tagline for a game. I mean, rotate is... Wait a minute. What? You know what, Simon? In this case, I think rotate might just work perfectly after all. Come again. All I have to do is rotate things by 90 degrees. He saw his master must have been lying on the floor, right? I'm going to save because I am not sure and I'm a fucking coward. But lying on the floor sounds coherent enough. Well, he must have been lying on the floor when he witnessed his master murder. What? That's the conclusion I arrived at when I rotated my thinking by 90 degrees, which means that all of the visuals in my matrix were off by 90 degrees. And this means Master Tornado was also lying on the floor, which solves another mystery. And which mystery is that? Mystery of how blood could have been dripping onto the victim's face. Because much easier to imagine how that could happen if he was lying down. Like somebody bleeding onto Master Tornado from somewhere up above. I remember now, somebody was sitting on top of Shinsho. Nice. Nice, we're getting progress here. So trying to recall his master's body killer is what spooked Owen originally. The blood that stained the victim's face red came from the person sitting on top of him. The victim was holding a knife, so he likely nicked his attacker as he was fighting back. This means his assailant was injured on their face somewhere, like the forehead, perhaps? Assuming the victim and his attacker were face to face, then yes. I see, so that is what happened. That feels too... Ah, fuck off! But if I recall correctly, the accused has a fresh bandage on his forehead, does he not? Yeah, I realized before this guy said it. Well, but not before he realized. The injury of Mr. Wetz is conclusive evidence that he committed this murder. Why? I mean, not totally. He could have gotten that injury from anywhere else. Seems you have yourself into a pit you cannot crawl out of. In fact, not only could have he got that injury in another point, but he didn't know about Owen. He could have just thought that was Wendo. If he saw Owen, he probably thought it was Wendo. If he was there. No objection! God damn it! Even though I figured out the reason for Owen's out of control emotions, it was raised for the suspicion against my own client. What do I do now? What's the matter? You didn't think of throwing it in the towel, are you? But it looks so bad for Bucky. I mean, he had both motive and opportunity. Plus, he had that injury on his forehead. Your Honor, I sense that the defense is finally ready to let it go and move on. Well, Miss Sykes, I understand that you don't want to give up on your client, but I won't allow you to prolong this trial without a good reason. Well, that lawyer did her best, but all the signs points to the defendant's guilt. Each time she gave up, she tried everything she could. Not everything, god damn it! I really don't want to back down now, but... Silence. Thank you. Please tell me, Athena, are you having doubts about Bucky's innocence? I wouldn't say that, it's just... You remember what you said to Bucky earlier this morning. Jesus Christ, I mean, loving me, ma'am? Of course, no matter what, I'll believe in you to the very end. What I don't believe in is my phone shutting the fuck up! Sorry. I got a little bit gamer there. A little bit heated gamer moment. No. Actually, back to the point. I don't like how this trial is portraying Athena. I know this is another case where she's alone, but I think she's more capable than this. It's a bit, I don't know. I don't like, I don't know, I feel weird about how they are doing this trial. Were those just empty words? Of course not, it's just that all the cards are stuck against us. Are you still stuck on that line of thinking? Duh! Motive, opportunity, and injury to his forehead. Is that all it takes to make you stop believing in your client? Oh, tell me again, who are you, Tubaki? I'm his Mischikari lawyer. Then do your duty and believe in him until the very end. They will. Sam is absolutely right. Bucky's lawyer and he's just depending on me. Defense team, please, no fighting in my courtroom. Defense is ready to resume, Your Honor. Prosecutor Blackquill was just giving me a pep talk, that's all. Thank you, Prosecutor. I didn't do it for your sake. I did it for the future of Wet Soba. Yeah, got it. The defense would like to now continue with Owen's therapy session. When would you be alright with that? Okay. So somebody was sitting up on top of Shisho bleeding from their head. Smoothing something into Shisho's face. That's funny. What is it? Still hear this nowhere boys. I don't sense any inconsistency between his statement and his emotions. There don't seem to be any contradiction in his testimony itself either. So that's it, huh? Did you figure out something out? The ability to sense emotion is making you focus too much on his feelings, Athena. There's actually somebody he's very vague about in his testimony. If you can clarify what he is feeling uncertain about with some evidence, you should be able to move forward from there. Okay, that makes sense. I'll give you a try. Let's update the mood matrix with the new information and we'll be ready to go. So I just need to present some evidence on what Owen is being vague about, huh? I think the spreading something on his face seems pretty vague. Somebody was smooshing something onto his face. Somebody was smooshing something. Yeah, it's literally 3 things. Question is, smooshing what? I'm going to save, but I think the autopsy may be the thing. Nope. Okay. So what was being smooshed? The cup? I don't think so. But something in the room. I'm going to have to point whatever it is in this picture. Aren't I? Let's put a name to the thing Owens are central. Jesus Christ, I turned into Mike Tyson. Let's put a name to the thing Owens uncertain about, shall we? By identifying the murder weapon that was used to suffocate the victim. Fortunately for us, I spy the murder weapon right there in the crime scene photo. Fortunately for you, I spy nothing of the sort. And the police did not spy anything of the sort during their investigation either. Pray tell, where is this murder weapon, you say? You don't see it because it no longer looks the way it did when it was used as a weapon. It's what killed the killer pressed into Master's tornado face. I mean, if I have to choose anything, the room that was pressed against his face would be this, but I'm quite uncertain about that. Okay. That's all. What was pressed against his face? Noodles, I don't think so. That would make little to no sense. Food? What is it? Couldn't be a drink because nothing was found in his lungs. These are cards. Master Sonido's face. There's a cup in here, but it's empty. Cup? Okay, let's see. It says it no longer looks the way it was. I don't think a table could be. You cannot suffocate someone. I mean, you could actually do it, but I don't think it would be a very stealthy or anything. Let's see what the hell I can do. Hand cannot be. What doesn't look this? I mean, the only thing that doesn't look the same now is the table. Maybe it's this thing? I don't think so. The noodles? Mystery person Adowen suppress soba into the victim's face, thereby suffocating him. I grow weary of your tasteless jokes. How could anyone commit a murder with soft, delicate soba? The noodles would instantly fall apart if they were pressed into someone's face. Yeah, but they weren't cooked yet. Yes, I agree. Well, I disagree. There's a way the soba could have been used to suffocate the victim. What? You will explain your theory at once, Miss Sykes. To kill Master Tornado, the culprit must have smothered him with uncooked, bulked up, uncooked soba noodles. Okay, never mind. I'm going to take the L there. The culprit must have pressed uncooked soba noodles into the victim's face. I thought would be like that, but no. Some noodles are even softer and more apt to fall apart before they are cooked than after. I verified this for myself when preparing and cutting my own buckwheat noodles yesterday. How thoroughly studious of you, Prosecutor Sarmai. You will do well to follow his example, Miss Sykes. I should have known if I went to study soba making last night too. Alright, Your Honor. Please let me try that again. To kill Master Tornado, the culprit must have smothered him with, I'm going to say, uncut soba dough? If it's boiled up soba noodles, I'm going to scream, but the dough itself. It's what I was thinking about when I said uncooked, but okay. But truly, it said noodles, so shut in my mouth. The culprit must have used the soba before it was cut into noodles. In other words, the murder weapon was a raw soba dough. What? Order in the court. Yes, soba dough could definitely be used to suffocate someone, couldn't it? Unless they might have waited. You alright, Prosecutor Salmahi? I was just letting the soul of the victim know that the accused will finally face justice, thanks to a foolish lawyer before me. I am still Look, pal, I'm presenting facts. You're talking about? And to say that, oh, didn't you know he brought uncooked soba? Uh-oh. Stinky. Let me just summarize your statement. As the accused was killing the victim, he was slashed in his face by the victim's knife. The weapon he used to suffocate the victim with was the dough in the dressing room. Then he disposed of the weapon by cutting the soba into dough noodles. Why you smarmy? Afterwards, the accused put the victim's face into the bowl of soba, noodles, and broth. to wash off the blood that had dripped onto the victim's face from his own. There you have it, the true sequence of events behind this foul affair. No, wait there! Just a minute. Never once said that Mr. White was the culprit. Who but the accused know how to cut dough into noodles defense? Anyone could actually do it in probably that house. They seem to like soba. In fact, one of them was doing an act that included soba cooking. Don't they? But not cooking soba dough into uniform noodles requires a considerable training. But then what about the dye message? How do you explain that? The defendant wouldn't have known about the Windows Owen personality. Perhaps the victim was simply playing with the cards and they hold no other meaning. Perhaps he spilled out Owen in jest sometime before his murder. It's true, from our testimony it's clear that Master Tornado cared for the boy. It appears we have right our compelling conclusion. Taken together, all these points paint a convincing picture of the defendant's guilt. Owen, is there anything else you can tell us? No matter how small of a detail, anything will do. You're scaring me. Oh, I'm sorry, Owen. Auntie Athena didn't mean to raise her voice. I have to be gentle with him. I can't forget he's only 5 years old. No need to be scared, okay, sweetie? Just tell us anything you can remember. Well, I woke up, the person who killed Shinsho was standing over me, bleeding from their head. What, you saw the killer's face? Oops, I did it again. So, who was it, Owen? Do you remember? I don't know who it was. Picking some noise? Is there still something to uncover in our testimony? No one Owen saw, but suffice it to say we're analyzing the dreams of a child. The youth wasted enough of our time, defense. Let it go and move on. No, there's still this going in Owen's heart that needs to be addressed. Therefore, I can't give in here. Owen, do you think you can continue your testimony for us? Okay. I'll enter the new info and run an update then. Pull on his face and the knife of his hand. Let me guess, we're going to see happiness in here in the last one where he sees someone. Not the killer. No cup. There it is! Wow! I couldn't see it coming! Despite using the culprit of a terrible crime firsthand, one experienced a positive feeling, one of relief. The person the witness was no stranger, rather, it was the accused. Therefore, it's only natural he felt some level of relief when he saw a familiar face. The fence had this madness and soothe your soul no more. Owen, what did you see? That nice smell. I love the smell. That perfume. Bye-bye. It's the smell of... You can do it. Try to remember, Owen. The smell of... Look! Owen! Seems someone is now resting in the infirmary. They certainly have their hands full today down there. Let's continue with the trial. Despite Owen's testimony, it is in the opinion of this humble servant of the Holy Mother, child words were insufficient to clear the accused of suspicion. Now, what about the scent of perfume Owen mentioned? Okay, nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing here. No scent in here. Anything in the evidence that may have any smell? Nope. Only alcohol, I think. I believe it is a clue that will lead us to the true culprit. But there are thousands of perfumes in this world. Could even be the scent of hair products the accused uses.
It does have an amazing hairstyle, that's certainly possible.
Amazing. I don't know. Let it go and move on. The witness is a 5-year-old boy. He cannot tell the difference between conventional perfumes and hair products.
Why couldn't you have gone for a crew cut or something, Bucky?
What's more, the only person who can cut soba noodles with such precision is the accused and no other.
Oh man, how am I supposed to argue with that?
And so the person Owen saw at the scene of the crime can only be the accused, Bucky Wet. Owen, you back? Huh?
What the?
Oh, hello!
Hey! You said or anything with a smell? Or something like that. The smell getting. Oh, okay, yeah, I remember now. It's the balloon lady.
Because this guy was always mad at her because the smell would get into the soba. Fuck, how could I forget? It's been a week though.
Oh, shit, take it.
Oh. Mr. Wet, aren't you supposed to be resting in the infirmary?
Whatever. You didn't let my soda stink of perfume? Try that child soda for yourself and see. I believe we have no choice but to try it, strictly for examination purposes, of course. Then let's dig in, shall we? Nom nom. Nom.
Okay, true. Slurping. Forgot.
Was it delightful? Well, I'm satisfied that there are no traces of hair products or perfume or in Mr. Wet's soba. First, sweet bean buns, and now savory soba. What a delectable trial this has been.
This texture is different from the soba I had the other day. It reminds me of a dish we have in Korean called Banu Poon.
Dang, mystically, my soba is pretty good, isn't it?
It's delicious. Don't you think so, Simon? Still pales in comparison to his late father's cuisine.
Sammy, why are you gonna be so hard on me?
You're so hard on the drinking.
Believe take the defendant back to infirmary at once for some rest. Rest? Ain't no about playing with it though, you know. I'm fresh like my soba. You don't like soba to rest. You put the 3 fresher of soba. Rain the seed fresh, cut the dough fresh, and pull.
Okay, thank you for saving our asses. Again, I think.
Grief for the defendant.
Wait a minute. Wait. You cannot see here. This packet wasn't the source for the perfume smell. Wait, smell blue perfume.
Looks like you remember something.
Yeah, I did. Thank you, Simon. Very smelly perfume. Reminded me of a certain somebody.
Oh, who might that be?
There's one person that comes to mind. Very smelly perfume reminded me of this person. Doesn't say this. Doesn't say it here. But
Gabriel Tornado? Yes, she did smell very nice, didn't she?
just a moment, defense. You would throw suspicion on Gabriel now because of a scent? There is no need to go along with these ever-changing claims of the defense.
I suppose their claims have been awfully inconsistent.
But girl could have been at the crime scene.
Yes, but
You'll get to see those balloon affairs if we call her back to the witness stand. No.
how to poke her?
Sano is not interested in such things. Oh no!
Sending the matter for balloons aside entirely, I do believe it's appropriate to ask Gabriel some questions given the circumstances. This has nothing to do with her balloons, of course.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Kunka!
Yeah, I get being mad right now. Thank you for calling this disciple of the Tornado School of Rakugo back to for an encore. It's me, the balloon artist you all know and love, Geiru Tornado! 1, 2, balloon!
What wonderful balloon artistry!
Your Honor, please. Now then, what would you like me to make for you this time? Actually, I call you back for more testimony. But I'm all talked out. This case has left me completely deflated. What? Didn't you find that funny? Anyway, what's exactly going on, Simon? Seems the person who murdered Master Tornado was wearing perfume. You were the only person I could think of who wore perfumes. Wait, you mean I'm a suspect now? You know about Owen, right? Well, yes, I often play with him at Shinsho's request. So what that means, you could have left that fake dime message, right? What? Just because I wear perfume, I don't know, Owen? You think I'm a murderer? Oh, how could you? Witness is absolutely right. Oh, wait, no, sorry, I'm doing my black pill. No evidence but the distorted memory of a small child. It is outrageous of the defense to accuse this woman. That's right, you don't even have any proof. May step down from the stand, Gabriel. Defense does not have one scrap of evidence that connects you to the crime. Wait just 1 minute. We now have proof, but Owen's testimony is still... Enough! Sorry, enough. Please feel free to leave, Gabriel. But I'm so close, there must be something I can do. Well, the prosecutors say it's okay, then I guess I'll be going now. Silence. Show us your forehead! Show us your forehead! Hey, oh, Gabriel, you're an entertainer, aren't you? Once you go on stage, it's your duty to complete your performance, is it not? So what are you doing, leaving halfway through? Is he going to pop the balloon? Oh! There's a bandage over Gabriel's forehead. Yeah! Forehead damage! Since we know that Master Tornado's killer had a counterfeit somewhere. Possible. How did you know, Simon? I didn't. I had to take a chance to see for myself. Otherwise, your theory would remain a groundless accusation. Your Honor, the prosecutor Sadmahi. The scent of perfume and injury on the forehead? These things are completely inconsistent with Owen's testimony. In short, the mysterious individual Owen saw in the dressing room could have been Geiru.
Miss Sykes, does this mean you are formally indicting this witness for the murder of Typhoon Tornado?
Should your accusation prove to be false, hope you are prepared to pay the price in full. Simon, what's the price he's talking about? Thought that would be obvious. Prosecutor Sadmon is saying that he'll see to the end that you never stand in a court of law again. Must say though, he knows how to make a trial interesting. Whose side on yours, Simon? Your side, idiot! Go on then, into the deep end with you. You really have but one choice anyway.
Oh, Miss Sykes, I'm waiting.
As regards to witness gift, the defense wishes to save, just in case I fuck up. But really changing your your point of view on opinion is quite, well, a bad thing. I was going to say I have my tongue bad. It is really a good thing, I think. So, changing your opinion based on facts, there's no reason for me to hold back. Not only if I really believe in my client. Defendant wishes to formally indict Geiru Tornado for the murder of Typhoon Tornado. tried to be merciful, but now not even your place will reach the Holy Mother ears. We'll have plenty of time to regret your decision in the pit of hell. Except I won't need to. The person who murdered the victim was not Mr. Wet. It was Gator Tornado. But it's true that silly slip up I made while cooking yesterday, that's all. What kind of extreme cooking were you doing to cut yourself on the forehead? Well, what can I say? That's what happened. You also don't have an alibi for the period of before 4 p.m., do you, Geiru? But really didn't know anything was wrong until Shinso was found dead. If you don't believe me, then with twist. And Balloon, there you have it, an adorable little kitten. How could you suspect a cute little balloon artist like him? Geiru, I've been meaning to say this for a while now, but could it be that you don't have an eye for balloon art? You think that's... You didn't have to come out and say it. The daughter of a Raku artist, I never wanted to do a stupid balloon art. I'm supposed to be a Raku storyteller too, just like my daddy. But Shinsho told me to do balloon art instead. As the victim thought she had no talent as a Raku artist either. She still looks like a poor little thing like me. Please stop trying to skip the issue. It all comes down to the scent of perfume, the color on your forehead. And you and the culprit Owen's testimony share these two traits. You're dead set on accusing me, aren't you? Well, here's what I have for another little girl like you with a twisty twist. I'm a gotcha, witch! Go ahead, make me testify all you want. The truth's revealed, I'll beat your balloon or mine that goes pop, got it?
Oh my, is this yet another personality?
Is everybody in the tornado school like this?
How should I know?
Yeah, I visited the dressing room during that time to make a courtesy call after my act. Shinso and we were in there, but they were both snowing up a storm. So they know Shinso left, so I just left. Didn't want to disturb him, you know. Perfume always smells must have been left from where I visit. So you're saying she went into the dressing room but then left right away?
Then take care, Trevor.
Come on, do you really think I would? Just trying to figure out how to get her to talk about what really happened.
Now then, Miss Sykes, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
Are they going to keep making the balloon noises? I'm going to move to make all this move because I don't know why after reading the whole thing doesn't let you just move. And to save. Let's see. Where did you find your master's note? I don't know, can't remember. You notice anything else unusual or out of the other place in the room? Well, there was a second and a half hidden banjo on the table. But I didn't see anything else out of place or whatever in the room, though. Oh, is that a fact? Of course it is. What do you think? You didn't change anything around while you were in there. Didn't do anything, look, I'm telling ya. Didn't see anything funny in your Shinsho, didn't touch anything in the room. Your boldness, I request that statement be added to Geiru's testimony. Simon, what is a statement like that going to do for us? Just play along and you'll see soon enough.
I have no problem with adding that to the testimony, but how about you, Miss Sykes?
I have no problem with it either, Your Honor. What's I'm thinking? You are slow, Athena. Slightly. To save and present the funny. I have a funny thing. Funny paper. Geralt, you said you didn't notice anything odd or unusual near your master. You also said you didn't touch anything in the dressing room.
That's right, what about it?
And I wonder who left that dying message with the Karuta cards.
Where are you going about? I'd have been that Bucky.
Sorry, but that's not possible. Because the only three people who know to Wendo's personality are Wendo, your master, and you.
If
Bucky had left that Karuta message, he would have spelled out Owen. He wouldn't have spelled Owen. He would have spelled Wendo. But it boils down to is this. As a member of the Tornado School, you, Gabriel Tornado, are the only one who could have left that dying message. As the person who left that message, it's clear that you are Master Tornado's killer.
Will you ever quit your yapping?
Are like wretches clinging on to the spider thread of salvation. Allow me to cut that holy thread from the heavens and bring you now back to earth.
Would you quit butting in where things are starting to go my way?
Silence, child.
Playtime sober!
No, playtime sober.
What did you just say?
As the witness stated, she went into the dressing room and soon came back out again. But the victim's note was not only the reason she left with such haste. There was another reason that compelled Gabriel to leave at once. Gabriel, would you please relate that said reason to the court? There was a reason why Gabriel had to leave the dressing room? Well, I didn't want to show that this, but I guess I got no choice.
Keep your eyes peeled, cause here it comes.
Burned hand. Hand is all swollen and red. What happened, Gabriel?
You must be allergic to buckwheat. What? Well, it's a point for us.
Very reactions to buckwheat can vary, though they are usually on the severe side. With Typhoon Tornado making soba noodle in his dressing room, Gary is lucky to be still alive, considering all the soba flour that was swirling in the air. I think I left pretty quick. I managed to escape with just a mild reaction. But I touched Shinjo as he was being carried that way, and look what it did to my poor hands. Must have been a soba broth in his clothes or something. I had inhaled any of that soba flour. I had a seizure and I've been...
sorry, it's hard to keep that voice.
If I'd had inhaled any of that soba flour, I'd had a seizure and it'd been good night, Gabriel. You'd never stay in that dressing room for very long.
Person allergic to buckwheat couldn't be in the room with soba flour in the air. Certainly couldn't use soba dough as a murder weapon either.
This isn't good. You knew that would come to this, didn't you? That's why you never mentioned her allergy. So I would do anything so underhanded. I'm simply trying to protect the privacy of this witness.
I'm sick of all these accusations. Why don't I just testify and get it all out into the open, yeah?
Here's buckwheat allergy. If I come to the slightest contact with buckwheat, I get an allergic reaction. With that much soba flour in the air, that room could literally kill me. But my head, just touching his body caused this much damage. It must have been a soba broth in his clothes. So I never could have committed that murder in the dressing room. Still can't believe it. Nobody told me she had a soba allergy. You know, Simon. Does it look like I know?
Protect the privacy of the witness, my foot! What a dirty trick!
What do we do?
There's only one thing to do. Prove that. Put Prosecutor Sadmon to shame with your cross-examination.
Right. No matter how small, I'll find an opening and break her testimony down. I'm going to guess something. She isn't allergic to it. She, in fact, got that hand like that because she was trying to cook soba and got burned. A broth on his clothes. So I just want to cover all my bases, but could the murder have possibly occurred somewhere other than the dressing room? That is out of the question. By even asking, you show how your complete disregard for all we have discussed until now.
Yes, I have to agree. Defense can't go around suggesting no premises without basis.
Fortunately for you, Shisho didn't take a single step from his dressing room around the time of the murder. Well, that is unfortunate for everyone. I don't see any particular inconsistency in her testimony. She seems to be telling the truth about her bacterial allergy. So what is your point? Point is, I can't find a single food hole.
Well, if you can't find one, make one.
You want me to just make up some baseless accusation?
Then we'll just stop behaving with like such an amateur. If you don't do something fast, the trial will end here.
No, no! Don't let that happen. You have to do something, anything.
Like proof she isn't allergic to soba?
Imitation, maybe? No. I need to press everything just in case to make something. You're not lying about this allergy of yours, right?
Of course not.
When is this coming back? Soon the grave of my father are in heaven. Can even get you a doctor's certificate if you want. She seems to be telling the truth. I've had this allergy for as long as I can remember. Another type of a million years that it cleared me of murder.
You'll come out of this smelling like delicate buckwheat flour. Or to what?
Well said, Your Honor. Need to make some space here. Give you that there was quite a bit of flour scattered in that dressing room, but you went to pay your respect to your master regards, right? Yeah, but like I said, I came right back out. I mean, the soda making tools were right there. You better believe I was careful not to breathe any of it in. You still could have committed this crime if you held your breath while doing it. A bit ridiculous. I would have suffocated to death before Shinsho did. Yeah, I guess you're right. Well, he's an old man. He could have any kind of breathing problem. Have that into account, though. He's here, creep, will ya? Maybe there was a twist here, like you're actually allergic to dogs and not soba? You can bring my little Jugemo in here, I'll hug and quiz him like there's no tomorrow. Tell me I have a genuine, honest to goodness soba allergy. Fence, the witness clearly has an authentic allergy to buckwheat. And further deliberation of the matter would be meaningless, pointless, worthless. You heard the man, lawyer girl. You heard the man, lawyer girl. All right, fine. I'm just starting to think the same thing myself. Doesn't mean I have to like it, though. I got this allergy reaction on my hand here because I touched Shinsho. No question about that, actually. You're allergic to soba doesn't mean you're allergic to the noodle broth, too. Well, the buckwheat from the noodles can dissolve into the broth, so duh. Touching soba broth can just be as deadly for me. Don't you know anything but an amateur? Sorry, I don't look like a doctor to you. Look, anything that has soba in it, or anything that has touched soba, is like poison to me. Okay, I'm going to make a little guess before he says anything. Now the drunk guy, the defendant, is going to come and say, "Fuck you! You wanted to take soba, you asshole!" And then we are going to be, "Oh, true. You could have not committed could not have possibly committed this crime in a room where Soa was being made. Let it go and move on. Finally, the time has come for the last rites of the victims to begin. Put Mr. Right do at a time like this? Turn the thinking around. I've guessed. There's only one thing to do. What are you smiling about? Has the pressure overwhelmed you? Nope! It's just the worst of times are where the lawyers have to afford the biggest smiles. See, you have no rebuttal, and so the only thing left to do is to smile. Oh! That's where you're wrong, kiddo. I do have a rebuttal. Do you think you're Athena? Try to figure out how Gary Weasley, who saw could commit the crime, figure out how Gary could have been in the room and not have an allergic reaction instead. I mean, right? Maybe they were a lump of regular road for udon noodles. I'm fresh like my soba. You don't let my soba out rest. It's all the 3 freshes. And the bag with it's fresh, got the down fresh. He's black out. To have been written by the victim. Let me to read it. Sting, do not disturb. Is that the note I saw? After reading that, who wouldn't think she was napping? Just must know. What did you pack with? We're going to go into Athena's mind. Mon Dieu! What if that certain piece of evidence doesn't mean what we think it means? If that's the case, I might be able to prove that Girocraft committed this crime. Well, hard your search your mind. You cannot overturn facts.
Well, Miss Sykes, if you have no further objections, I'll hand down my ruling.
True, I can overturn the facts, but we got our facts about the piece. But what if we got our facts about the piece of evidence wrong? Got our facts wrong? What are you talking about now?
Which piece of evidence do you mean, Miss Sykes? Please point out to this court.
This evidence proves that Girocraft killed her master without even with her soap allergy. This? Into safe. Did I save? I'm not sure. Just want to not let this go forever. This, right? It's Master Tornado's note.
The note?
Preposterous. What possible connection could have there been between the witness alert and that note? Answer lies in the true meaning of this note.
Its true meaning?
This note does not mean I am resting, do not disturb, as we have assumed. But rather it actually means this dough is resting, do not disturb it. Wait a minute, Athena. That doesn't make any sense. You're right, it doesn't. After all, as Bucky does so many times, you don't let Soba dough rest. What is it all gibber-jabber got to do with anything? This is it, the home stretch. Snow and Mr. Wet's word have led me to the conclusion that Master Tornado was making udon noodles. The victim, Typhoid Tornado, was not making buckwheat noodles. He was making ordinary udon noodles instead. Tokunka! Liar flour, no. Liar flour in the dressing room wasn't soba flour, but a plain old wheat flour for udon. So actually, it was totally possible for Gator to be in that room and kill her master.
Clown! What? That's true. That changes everything.
Your Honor, defense requests that the flour in the room be tested immediately. Soba noodles were found in the bowl, and Gator did have a reaction on her hand. How do you explain those things? Well... Wait, udon flour instead of soba, you still cannot prove Gator committed the crime. But... Don't lose your nerve now. Keep charging forward, or so you'll feel my blade at your back.
Enough with the threats already, I got it!
Oh, press all right, Athena. Take a deep breath and go over everything again.
Jesus fucking Christ! I hope you didn't hear that. That was like a fucking explosion. Sorry. Not scared.
To finish, I need to visualize the case from the start and to finish. I have to find conclusive evidence that Gabriel committed this murder.
Rabbit.
No, we don't. But makes sense. If we assume that our guy is innocent. He's making it done. Victor must have been making it unnoticed in his dressing room, but something at the crime scene indicates otherwise. So found soba. There was soba in the bowl. No, Master wasn't making soba noodles. Soba noodles were found at the scene. So that means the noodle had to have come from somewhere. Wait a minute, one mysterious serving soba of noodle? That sounds familiar. The soba in the bowl on the table come from? Master soba stock? No. Gale could have made it. A catering service? No. Catering service brought it? Wait a minute. If it was a catering service, then someone must deliver it. We need to testify about the delivery person, so that means... Master soba stock. That's what makes more sense. I don't know why I chose that. Soba was from the Master soba stock. Soba noodles found at the scene were from the Master's stock of uncooked noodles. Why would the culprit go out of their way to cook that soba and put it in the bowl? The culprit cooked so she likes soba, not to hide a done though. The culprit wanted to hide the done though. Jesus Christ, they are playing with fucking bombs. Not little bombs, I don't know how to call them. So was found firecrackers. So was found at the scene. So that means the culprit must have taken the udon with her to hide it. Why did the culprit take the udon away and hide it? Must because he killed with the udon though. As a grudge against dough. Murder weapon was udon dough. That's it. The udon dough was the real murder weapon used to kill Taiko Tornado. The reason why no weapon was found was because Gabriel got rid of the dough somehow. You could eat raw dough. Will make you feel bad, but will feel a lot better than jail. The real murder weapon was the udon dough the victim made. If we can find this dough, they'll prove my theory correct. And then I will prove Giru guilt. Even if we could find this though, what makes you think that it would prove she's the one? Please recall Owen's eyewitness testimony, Prosecutor Salmahi. If the injury on Giru's forehead was caused by the victim's knife, then Giru's blood must have dripped down into the dough used as the murder weapon. That would make the dough pretty conclusive evidence, wouldn't you agree? Ah, but where is this conclusive evidence? Let's hear your theory on where this murder weapon is. Well, it's... Okay, if I can find the answers in the evidence I have on hand, we'll lose this trial. So how did Gero get rid of the dough? Think, Athena? What do I have that points out to this suspicious behavior of Gero's part? Oh, I know! Now then, Miss Sykes, let's hear your answer. Where is the real murder weapon hidden? I know. Nice barking you did there. Oh, fuck off! You know what I'm thinking. Soon you have the bite to back it up. Stop distracting me, especially not right now. They really did have to put like fucking like tips just in case. This, right? Yeah. Geiru? What is it? I'm just an innocent girl. I don't know anything about a murder. Stuff that could have in your balloon hat. You got rid of the dose used to kill Master Tornado in a bold and daring way. See it right in front of Prosecutor Blackwell now. Knows. My feet took her dog. You know. Of course, now it all makes sense. As puzzle as to why Gero, who should know her own dog in habits, would fill the game more than he could possibly finish. Your Honor, please start an investigation in the yard right now.
What should the police at the theater be looking for exactly?
You must have buried his leftover dumpling somewhere around his doghouse. Dumpling that Gero made out of the wooden dough with her blood in it. This is preposterous. I want to thank you, Simon. You hadn't kept me going and might have given up along the way. What are you blathering on about? You still have work to do. Now, but your hand to finish this wretched case of Athena. You got it! Gero, do you remember what you said would happen when the truth is finally revealed? The truth is revealed. We'll eat your balloons or mine that go pop! Got it? Well, now the truth is out, and it looks to me like it's your balloon that goes pop! Are all the balloons going to go pop? He dead. The first time I saw this was cool, but now... Porcunca! Not well. I am a Rakugo artist. Was the one who was supposed to inherit that name. But then Shinshu... My was bursting. Daddy, are you very mad at me? I have been a bad was going to make that joke, but the game went ahead and did it for me. Are you ready to tell us everything now, Gero? The whole reason I entered the world of Rakugo in the first place was to follow in my father's wonderful footsteps, and now I'm inheriting his stage name. His stage name? You don't mean Wendo Tornado? Well, I wasn't very good at storytelling, but I thought that if I did the stupid balloon thing like Shinsho wanted, I'd inherit his name someday. And Master Tornado gave the name to his junior disciple. Yeah, I probably took my revenge on Shinsho during the shows during the name succession. So that was your entire motive? Everyone else could understand, but inheriting my father's name was everything to me. It wasn't my whole reason for living. For all the days you could have taken your revenge, why did you choose the day of the show? Because he wanted to pay you in the back for stealing that was rightfully mine. He took me the blame here at the show where all the Tornado fans were gathered. And then when they tried to shift the blame onto Bucky Wedge. Now we know the whole story. There's just one more thing I want to know. Do you know Master Tornado was making a dawn in his dressing room yesterday? No, I didn't. When I saw the Soba making tools, I was worried about my allergy. But it was my only chance to get my revenge on the two of them, so I went ahead and did it. So it was a premeditated crime, but in the end you only went through with an impulse. Then the allergy reaction on your hand is from touching the Soba in the refrigerator with your bare hands. And you're tampering with the crime scene after your master's death? Yeah, that time I wasn't clear-headed enough to worry about my allergy. Gero, how could you do all this, you idiot? Gero, did you decide to inherit your father's name? But what you really should have inherited from him wasn't his name, but his heart. His heart? Now she's going to get mad and he has no head. No, I thought he'd be unconscious too. He'd be fucking bald.
Do you have anything to add, Professor Mahi? Any objections?
No, Your Honor. Miss Athena Sykes. Yeah? It's the first time he used my name. You should remember your name. Really? Seems he finally recognized you as a proper adversary. Thanks. That's all I ask, Professor Sabmahi.
Looks like there are no further objections. Bailiff, please bring in the defendant.
Jesus Christ with the fucking firecrackers!
Well, it seems you have made a full recovery. Then this court finds the defendant back to wet.
Not guilty. He ain't drunk anymore. He just looks tired. Probably... What's the name? I forgot how it was in English.
This court is adjourned.
I really thought she was an allergic at one point. But, yeah. May 13, 11:55 a.m. District Court, Defendant, Lobby, number 6. Congratulations, Becky. I'm so glad you were found innocent. I'm sure everything, Miss Secretary. But it still sucks that you were accused of a crime you didn't commit. Stop with the fucking firecracker, Jesus. Did Wendell have it out for you or something? I don't think so. Wendell said it was a spur of the moment idea he got when he saw the saw-themed cards. Simon, where have you been? Stop at Wendell's at Wendell's questioning. I knew Bucky could get framed for a crime on a whim. Oh, I almost got convicted of convenience. Yeah, at least you've been completely cleared out of those charges, so buck up, Bucky. On a more important note, what I really want to know is, why didn't Master Tornado let Gary inherit her father's name? What do you mean, on one more important note, Miss Chicory? Don't be such a wet blanket, you just go with the flow. No, come on. The Master was trying to encourage her to quit the entertainment business? Nah, that was not it. He even the name to her because he wanted Gary to find her own calling in life. From whatever she wanted without being bound to by her father's name or Rakugo. Making it known was his way of showing his support for her in her new endeavor. So that's why he called you to the theater, huh? To teach him how to make udon? More roundabout way, eh? Never seen, but that's Master Tornado for you. So this entire incident happened because of a misunderstanding? How sad. By the way, Wade Gear wasn't the only person Master Tornado was trying to cheer on, and though the person in question still seems unaware of the Master's intention. Oh, you don't know me? Come on, no way. Another man was... Fuck off! My god, sorry! I'm trying to read this shit. No, not just reading it, trying to voice it. There are people with fucking firecrackers or what I assume are the halfway point between a firecracker and a bomb. Sorry. Well, that time to continue. Well, that all my one was good was myself, but that's to Bucky. Must be I want to make Bucky see how much Master Tornado care of him. Ah, yeah, they pulled this back. This? I saw it. Take a good look, Bucky. Whose name is in there as the holder of this title deed? It's still my name. Master Tornado was just up to one of his tricks when he said he stole the shop from you. He was trying to force you to grow into a truly capable owner of your father's estate. Diplo used some tough love on you so the shop wouldn't just go belly up. Though, Master Tornado, so sorry. Keep working hard, Bucky, and pay him back by living up to his expectations.
Thanks, Limey, and you too, Miss Chickadee. And then my summer's gonna be so good it'll be knock that old man's socks off clean. They're all on the fourth generation of wet soba. Wet's notable number 4. Oh, but I can be getting back to my shop. I gotta get ready for the lunch rush. Hold on. Could I place an order for delivery, Bucky? Yes, Miss Chickadee. Could you deliver a bowl of udon to Gero on behalf of her master? I got it. Make sure they got all the TLC Master Tornado Buddha back in it too. Wait. Udon, okay. I was scared for a second. Thank you. I'll see ya. Be sure to stop by the shop sometime. I will. And I'll bring the holiday with me. Do us all proud, Bucky. I'll have the best soba in town waiting for you when I do come. Peace out! Oh, he... it's nice to see somebody giving it their all, isn't it? I wonder if I'll level up any thanks to this case. If I level up any thanks to... whatever. Don't kid yourself. Shall would have been a spectacular and a half had I not been by your side. You know that? For a lawyer who spares in psychology, you're too full of weak points. You need to learn to analyze yourself more objectively. You could just teach me your famous tricks, Simon. No. Would you shut someone down? Or why not? Because the more pesky lawyers there are, the harder my job becomes. So it's in my best interest for you to remain green forever. Hey, what about what's my best interest, huh? Besides, weren't you the one who had the wool pull over your eyes by window? Must you remind me? How could I have known Wendo would do time soba? Speaking of time soba, I just thought of something funny. Oh, got it. I can't wait. Okay, here it is. In time soba, why did the mon number get 9 counted? Come on, do you know, Simon? How should I know? Because 7, 8, 9! Thank you! I'll be here all week! Ruffle. I think that means something, but I don't know what it is. Ruffle. That I should have known. Come on, let's go get sour something and go home. Your treat? I'll treat you to 50% of the tab, and don't forget, you still owe me that menu. Really, Simon? Wouldn't hurt you to pay me every once in a while, you know? Quit squawking and start walking, Athena. Hey, wait for me! I may have still ways to go as a lawyer, but I don't have ways to still keep my patience with these firecrackers. Really, I hope you don't hear them. Because I'm really getting mad at them. Fuck off. Probably kids. I'm 20, I'm calling people kids. I'm old in the mind, and that's not a thing, and that's not a good thing. I may still have a ways to go as a lawyer. Just like Mr. Wright, Apollo, and Simon before me. I'm going to get there someday. After all, I've inherited their passion for our courts and the law. The Apollo Fair! I can do this! That literally just said the same thing 2 times. And it's the end of the case, as we know it. Ooh! Turnabout revolution! Revolution! Yes. Let's return to silent and stop the recording.